nothing but the Tide, baby.
Don't give a pass about nothing but the Tide.
I love America and I love the Tide, baby. And I love Will and the Death.
Yeah, right. I
Don't
love
give a kiss my piss for the Tide.
Tide, go get them. Tide, go take them down.
What's going on, y'all? We ain't in Coastal no more. That's what I'll say. I wanted to join an online competitive franchise, and I joined one that was full, and God bless me, the guy that was on Alabama was on Xbox. So he got kicked. I took his team, and yeah, we're not rebuilding shit. We're going to be trying to go for a natty in year one, baby. We're playing Florida week 1. Y'all saw the first damn page. It's a lot easier to scout. It's a lot easier to recruit over here at the Tide, all right? I think I got 7 5-stars that I'm first on the board right now. Now, if we're looking at the simple math based on how it was with Coastal, if you first on about 7 dudes board, you probably get 3, maybe 4 of those guys. I feel like I'll probably get 5 or 6 because I've learned a lot about recruiting so far, and so I'm really excited to see what we can do with this program in year 1. We open it up, though. We're going to be throwing a shitload of motion out here. I love these college playbooks. I'm in Georgia playbook right now, as y'all saw. And the whole goal of this is we're going to try and spread the ball out nicely. We're going to try and get it into that kid right there, Mr. Law's hand. Actually, that's not Mr. Law. He's going to get the ball, I believe, next. I'm a big fan of this team because they got 97, 98, 99 speed all over the place, all right? It's a crazy fast team. Jalen Milroe breaks so many tackles. It's absurd. Right here, we're going to give it to K-Law. Yep. And I'll be honest with you, this is a comp league, and this guy he ain't looking too nice so far. And after we do this, we want to run the ball a lot with these running backs. I'll tell you one thing. I don't really know who's the running back 1 on this team yet. I don't know if I should keep Miller starting or if I should put the Bryce kid in. I believe his name is Bryce. They're both really fast. They both got really good abilities and whatnot, but they're literally both like 85 overall in sophomores or juniors. So I'm not sure who to get the ball to more. And there's also this Haynes kid who's pretty damn fast. I think he's the fastest running back on the team. But nonetheless, this team is just full of speed. We can get a lot of ball carry moves going out here. Now, that's crazy. That was the worst play of my life. I'm an idiot for breaking the pocket like that and getting chased down. But Jalen Milroe bails you out. Jalen Milroe will bail you out of your shitty play. And that's what we're here for. That's why when they said Alabama's the only team available, I was like, oh no, I wanted to rebuild Tulsa. No, we are so excited to play with this team. The only problem is the best users in this league are all in the SEC. Right there we get stomped because I didn't think it was a pull. I thought that was a run-pass option and there was no quarterback keeper involved in this whatsoever. I thought it would hand the ball off or I throw it. Either way. So we get sacked, or tackle for loss is probably what they count it as because it's a stupid game. And again, this whole game is just going to be me utilizing motion. Motion is overpowered in this game. Why? Because the jet sweep is unbelievable. The jet sweep is unguardable. Not only that, but with the motion, you get to see, of course, are they in man coverage? Are they in zone coverage? You also get to see who's manned up on who. If I see I got a linebacker on boy K-Law over there, I'm going to throw it to K-Law, okay? So I love the motions in this game. I love the jet sweeps as well. I'll probably utilize some in this game. And then I believe this is Mr. Haynes, correct? Yeah, Justice Haynes. I am starting to lean toward Justice Haynes because he does have the best speed. And it just feels like speed is king in this game, speed and height. Madden 24 was very much a short receiver game. Your best receivers were usually like 5'10", but they were fast, of course. But it was all the small guys because they could get down away from the knockouts. Since there's no knockouts per se in this game, there are some abilities that help you knock out passes in zones. They're just not nearly as good as they were in Madden. And so I love that RPO right there. That's my go-to in the goal line right there. I really want to get some big body receivers who I can kind of get up under bad users with. I'm a big fan of the out route and the fade. The back shoulder in this game, Malachi Moore. I mean, this guy, what is he looking at, bro? We're going to take that shit to the crib. So the game starts off, first quarter, we're up. I probably missed this field goal, so let's just say we're up 14-0. 15, we made it. Holy shit, I made a field goal. And I do not know how to play defense. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm running the 3-3-5 defensive playbook. But I don't know what's good anymore. Everything feels different in this game. There's no knockouts again. So zone is pretty mid, I would say. I'm still running zone though, because in man coverage, it's easy to beat man coverage. You just need to run a zig, a curl, or you need somebody with more speed than the DB, right? So man coverage still feels like a liability waiting to happen for me. But like I said, zone coverage doesn't get any knockouts. So if you run zone coverage all game, you're getting dotted up and down the field. It is so annoying. Now, I will say the one thing that is definitely clear is that the blitz in this game is insane. The way that they rework these pocket mechanics, I'm very much a fan of. The half slide, the full slide, the ability to ID the mic in this game, which is different than how it was in other games, I will say for certain. They've made pass protection, either you're going to get sacked every damn play because you don't do it right, or you're going to have an incredible pocket because you did do it right. So most people, there we go, Malachi Moore. Once more, Malachi Moore is outstanding. He really gives me this like 2017 Eddie Jackson vibe. Like when I'm playing with him in this game, his ability to jump a route, I immediately think of that play where Eddie Jackson jumps the slant route, I believe, versus the Vikings back in 2017. He takes it to the crib. Either way, he's a damn demon. And at this point in time, he's my guy going forward. I can't wait to watch him in college ball. Now, this whip route in the red zone, bro, if you take anything away from this video, it's blitzes to the weak side of the offensive line and whip routes in the red zone. Those whip routes are incredible at creating spacing. They cook man coverage. They're just really good. I'm going to kick it back off to him. We're up 23-0 in the first quarter. I'm feeling bad. I'm also getting a little cocky. I'm not going to lie. At this point in time, I'm in the Discord, and I'm talking so much shit. I'm in there like, bro, y'all are not ready for me, buddy. I'm with the Tide. Everybody's like, oh, you got the Tide. I'm like, this is still Florida. Florida's got a 5-star quarterback. They got a couple good receivers. They got a shit offensive line. I can't lie. But it's still Florida. They got their best D tackle came back. Right here. I don't know let's go back for a second. Because what is my safeties doing right here, bro? I don't remember clicking shit. It just says auto flipped, but their coverages stayed the same. It looks like a freaking scissor on the field. I notice it, thank God. He doesn't notice it. He probably could take that shot to the left. Either way, though, we get across the field. We give up a big play, I'm not going to lie. But I'm not worried at all about this game. It's not going to get out of hand. I could run the ball for the rest of the game, probably win it. When you're up 23-0, there's not many ways you can fumble it away. And we're going to come out, and the most important thing, you see we switch over to 3-4. When I'm up like this playing a user, I want to test some things. See if I can find some blitzes that might work. All right, so we sit in the crib on this one, and we get some good sheds, is what I noticed right here. In the 3-4, I believe that was the odd formation, the odd front. In the 3-4 odd, number one, we can find a way to get a 6th rusher through. And then also we get some good sheds versus the run. So I'm thinking about switching over to the 3-4 as my meta or my go-to run defense. And then look at this dumbass. I don't even know who 15 is. I went and checked after this game. 15, I believe, is a outside linebacker who's a freshman, if I'm not mistaken. And he's got blow up. Yeah, Mr. Jefferson. He's got blow up on his card. So he's got a freaking hit power ability that's like increased chances for fumbles. I mean, he's just crazy. So I really fell in love with that card after that interception. You know, we running the counter over here. We got some good ball carrier vision. Again, it's at the point of the game where now I'm just trying to figure out what might be working next. What should I be employing? What should my strategy be? I don't really want to just keep scoring because I don't want to get kicked either. But I do want to figure out how we can get the ball out in space easier. What run plays work the best, things like that. We're trying to learn at this point in time. Now, this is a risky-ass play because I don't know how it works. It says he's a read. It says that dude's a read key. But what am I reading him for? Can I keep the ball or do I have to hand it off? I couldn't tell. Of course, I hand it off. We get a nice little move up the middle, juke him out. We get down to the 1. And then, I mean, I love counters, man. Counters are my go-to run play. Especially because I'm patient. And, you know, we just going to punch this shit in real quick. So that's Haynes again. It's looking like Haynes is going to be my running back of the future. Now, I can't wait for y'all to see what the damn recruiting looks like. I don't know how I gave this shit up. And it looks like he's taking this shit to the crib. But Malachi Moore, bro. Malachi Moore, shot out of a cannon, runs a 4-2 40-yard dash to catch this guy. Can't make that shit up. This Malachi Moore is the best player I've ever played with on this video game so far. Mr. Who is that getting that tackle in the backfield? It's not going to tell me, I bet. I love this D-line. I really want to continue to recruit this D-line. If you think about what makes Alabama special, I can think of a few things. Number one, when I think about Alabama, is they've got a 5-star bruising running back. They've got a huge people-moving offensive and defensive lineman. They got very good route-running wide receivers. They got man coverage cornerbacks and safeties who can tackle. That's the key with Alabama. Their coverage safeties and corners can tackle. And not only that, but they excel more in man coverage than in zone coverage. And then last but not leastly, and most important to me, is they have a linebacker in the middle who can lay some wood. All right? When I think of Alabama, the first player that comes to my mind is Reuben Foster. Okay? Reuben Foster, Henry To'o, whatever his name is. And then also the dude that played for the Browns. What's his damn name? I think it's Mac. What the freak is his name? Anyway, big fan of the linebackers over at Alabama. They've been hitting for years. Now, they also have some athletic edge rushers, but it's never been, to me, known for their edge rush talent. Dallas Turner and Will Anderson have kind of been like outliers, I feel like, for them. Especially Dallas Turner, simply because, not because he's better than Will Anderson. Will Anderson is better than Dallas Turner, no doubt. But Dallas Turner is like the first edge rusher that I can remember that was a really good edge rusher who played zone coverage for them. He gets dropped back into coverage all the time. So that's the main key with Alabama. And I think if you notice a pattern, basically what you're looking for is freak athletes that are also big as fuck. Okay? Alabama has the freakiest big guys. That's how I describe this team. All right? So we want to do them justice. I named my coach Nick Saban Jr. We brought Nick Saban out of retirement. His son came back from the dead. I don't know what happened to him. But he's here to play for Alabama. And I want to keep it historically accurate. We're going to throw this drag real quick. I like this tight end. He's a blocking tight end. And we ended up getting him like 100 yards, I think. So, Junior, we coming through with the sack. Booyah. If I'm being honest, this kid's a crazy player. He's got inside disruptor. His name's Lawson. I'm an idiot. Blow up. There it is. That's the ability that I'm a big fan of right now. And so I'm going to show y'all at the end of this video, man. Our recruiting looks crazy. All right, we got linebackers. We got a 5-star linebacker, two 5-star linebackers on our board right now that we are first on, okay? I can't wait to figure out. Both of them have good abilities. None of them have blow up, unfortunately. But I can't wait to rebuild this team. It's not much of a rebuild, of course. We're basically just reloading is what we're looking to do. Most important, I think, is quarterback, though, because we are going to lose Jalen Milroe. And we got to go some offensive line. There's a lot of draft. Oh, my God, I lurked the shit out of him, dude. I mean, that's crazy talk, bro. Keon Kelly, what is he? He's a freshman. Beautiful. So we get our freshman a pick. That's going to help his development. And right now, you know, blood's in the water. I'm just playing with him. I don't even know. I probably got up and made a sandwich at this point in time. And, yeah, so I feel bad for Florida guy, but he's a trooper. He stuck this game out. That's the best part about NCAA so far is people don't just quit left and right like they used to. I throw a pick because I'm pressing X too much. Okay? Spamming X. So, yeah, we ruined the perfect game. Shit happens. Don't give a fuck. We're up 36-3. I want to make it to the natty. That's it. That's all I care about. Now, I'm motioning these guys around. I do like cover 3. I like match a lot. I didn't use match in this game, but in other games, I'm a big fan of match. I just didn't want to take a chance on getting cooked with it. However, next video, I'm going to give you guys a teaser real quick. We're going to be using match exclusively, all right? I have found that match coverage is insane. I don't know how he did that, but Malachi Moore will never get burned. Now, that should have been picked if you ask me, but it is what it is. But match coverage is absolutely insane if you're playing against, you know, a set like this right here, right? If they come out in trios, you got a lot to worry about. But if they come out in like a deuce left or twins or anything like that, then you can get some crazy good coverage, especially on outbreaking routes that are very hard to cover in zone coverage these days. You can get some really good coverage on those types of routes with match coverage on. And that's just because they cover it like man coverage, right? And so right here, come on, Malachi Moore. 3 interceptions already and 2 chase down tackles to stop a touchdown. So he blitzes me pretty good. We get out of there with Jalen Milroe. We get an awesome block. Try to go right. Yeah. I need to slide more. I don't need to take the wear and tear penalties. I do look pretty dumb doing that shit. And we're going to come out of screen. Screens this year are really good. Big proponent of the screen. And we're going to give it to him real quick. I usually like to just book it with the quarterback because it's a little bit of cheese. But I do want to figure out who's my running back one, and I want to help them out. Either way, I get passing yards, so it's the same damn thing. But I may as well help out the running back develop. And this is going to be a gap scheme. We're going to be running the gap. Oh, we're going to switch it over real quick. I don't know what I see that makes me want to do this. Looks like cover 3 or cover 1 hole. Let's see what the corners do and the linebacker over there. I'm probably going to hit this slot receiver if it's man. It's not man. Yeah, it's cover 3. I'm lagging nuts and bolts, bro. I'm lagging so bad. But luckily, these out routes sit in a perfect spot in the zone, especially versus cover 4 and cover 3. I'm telling you can throw those out routes all game. That's why I threw it even though I was lagging. It's not because I saw it was open. It's just because I saw the coverage and I knew that it was going to be open based on what I remember from this game. All right. And I think I scored. Yeah, we get in. And, you know, this game is, if it wasn't over earlier, it is over, boys. Alabama is the best team in the game, I'm saying. If y'all like this stuff, though, and you want to see, you know, week 2, week 3, and eventually when we actually get these recruits into the team, follow me. Follow Falcu Guy on YouTube. Follow Falcu Guy on TikTok. TikTok's where I post all my content with clips, where I post all my crazy, you know, runs and clips. YouTube's where I'm going to post this long-form content. Jesus Christ. YouTube's where I'm going to post this long-form content because, you know, TikTok's got about a 5-minute timer on there. I don't want to just suffocate everybody with 5 minutes and all these words in 5 minutes. And that's 2 sacks. That Jeremiah guy is crazy, too. Or Jahad Campbell. The Jeremiah kid's crazy, too. But Campbell is a freak. I don't think he's got any abilities, but he's a monster. 2 sacks already. We're going to be rebuilding this Alabama team, reloading it. We got some crazy competition coming up, though. Unfortunately, Georgia has been amazing. And I missed the pick. I miss it with Malachi. But we do get a deflection. That looks good on the stats. And he's just having the best game ever. He looks like Earl Thomas in his prime, bro. Again, I'll say Eddie Jackson 2017. Because if y'all don't know, Eddie Jackson 2017 was crazy, okay? He's going to punt it back to us. We're going to get a flag. I like how he's returning punts, too. I want this kid to win Defensive Player of the Year. Or whatever they call it in college. Yeah, we're going to turn around on a dime, get that shit out of there. It was a great throw. It's just a bad decision. You shouldn't throw that shit. But the accuracy on it was awesome. So we got Haynes, Malachi Moore coming in, getting the fucking player of the week. And right at this point, you know, I skipped the rest of the game because y'all already know how it's going to go. We move up 1 spot in the rankings, and here we go. One of the 5 stars, cook this out. Whatever. Go fuck yourself. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 5-star recruits. I'm going to go through and show y'all how I do some of this scouting. We got 210 points still left over. I focus all of my energy in weeks 1 and 2 on 5 stars. All right. Figure out which 5 stars, number 1, that you have an A or A+ deal breaker with. Go ahead and send a house on them. If they don't put you in the top 3 after week 1, when you send the house, you take them off your board. It's going to take too much resources when you could be allocating it into 2 4-stars. 1 5-star costs 2 4-stars, in my opinion. If you don't get in the top 3 after week 1, when you have an A+ or an A- or an A deal breaker and you sent the house, take them off the board. Of course, you want to be in their pipeline as well. So we're in the pipeline of Mr. Gerald Selvia. The pipeline just gives you a multiplier, so you get extra influence for each choice you do, each scouting decision you make on the player. You want to make sure that you're recruiting guys from the pipeline, and you want to make sure that if they're not super interested in you week 1, then you take them off your board. You go find people who are, because the goal is to get 35 players to sign with you. That's your best chances of getting a top 5 recruiting class, which is super important for unlocking the next coaching tree that is very important for us. If you were paying attention right there, you probably noticed that I went and upgraded my running back recruiting abilities, mainly because I see this kid is a gym 5-star, right? Outstanding. I think it said 97 speed. I need that. So I wanted to make sure I could allocate more resources to him. So I went ahead and bought all the running back stuff so I could get 65 hours on him instead of 50 because I'm second. If I'm second with 50, I could be first with 65, all right? So I'm a big fan of getting a really good running back. If you've played college football 25 for a few days now, like I have, running backs are like probably the most important position. Running backs, offensive and defensive line, no doubt. It seems like no matter who's your quarterback, they miss throws, all right? It's probably a good idea to go get a good quarterback. It's obviously going to be a good idea because, less inaccuracy means less fluke can happen in your game. I haven't seen too much of it. Even bad quarterbacks play like the same as the good quarterbacks, and the good quarterbacks play like bad quarterbacks, all right? It could be me trying to get used to the new passing meters. I don't know. Either way, running the ball is really the move, okay? Right here we find this a 5-star gym cornerback. We're 4th on his board. It's a gym, okay? Oh, Georgia got him. Georgia got that kid, but I ain't about to take an L on him. We going to at least put 75 points in him this week. This is a good cornerback too, and UCF is on his top. They got a good pipeline for him too, so it might be difficult getting these cornerbacks. So you can see right here, I got Denario. I need that guy. I'm going to go ahead and look now what we got on here that we haven't looked at. So some of these dudes you see on the left, they got a green dot. Those are guys that you should go try and sign. And then if I go look at them real quick, I already scouted them a little bit. So I already scouted him a while ago. He probably got like 88 speed is why I took him off my board. So let's check it out real quick. Yeah, so he got 92 speed and he's 6'2". I don't know why I took him off. I'm going to keep him on there. I like to go ahead and look for like ready to visit. You got to look for ready to visit because the name of scouting in this game, you're going to win based on if they are getting a visit earliest. Okay, so I check ready to visit or not every week. And that's the first thing I'm going to do the moment we sim, because if somebody logs on before me and recruits that dude for a visit the week that I want to, week 4, week 5 or whatever, you're cooked, bro. So we got a 4-star gym edge rusher right here. 83 speed at 270 at 6'6", bro. 270 and 6'6", bro. I'm thinking Tyree Wilson right now. Except not ass Tyree Wilson. I'm thinking Tyree Wilson body type Clemson on him too. But he's good in our pipeline. He got recouped. Fan favorite DL Riley, which is good. Yeah, man. What else? 84 finesse move. This guy looks crazy. 80 strength. 6'6", 270. 83 speed. 84 finesse move. Yeah, let's schedule this visit right away. We can get him out here for a WKU. I don't even know who did. Western Kentucky. I'll put him on there or USF. Probably, yeah. Now, if we put him on Georgia... +2, -2, +2, -4. Hell no. +2, fuck no. So you don't want to choose any of these. If they're going to give you +2, but some of them are going to be -4 versus -2, why would you ever choose the -4s? Again, you should be choosing shit that's early as possible. I'm looking at Georgia. That's a good idea, I think. Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm not going to lie. I should schedule them. I'm going to go back. I'm going to schedule them. Yeah, I'm going to schedule them. Let's see what else we can do here. And we got the 5-star first. Go ahead, check out the prospect list one more time. You can filter by pipeline if you want a good chance. I ain't worried about the 3 stars. I'll fill out my roster with 3 stars at the end. We want to get the 5 stars and all the 4 stars before they're all gone. When they're all gone, you can go get 3 stars. Now, you can also try and find, you're going to waste scouting points if you do this, especially if you don't get lucky. You can go look for the 3-star gems. Those guys are going to be good for you. You can go look for the 3-star gems. I'm not going to waste no time doing that, though. I want to stay with the 4 stars and the 5 stars. I'm going to take all the red gems, the bad ones, off my board, unless they're 5 stars. And, yeah, we need to get offensive line. So this guy, 89 strength at 330, bro. OL rally, clear-headed, road dog. Like, impact block at 83 at that big and that strong. Yeah, I need him. We'll DM him because we're first on his board already with nothing invested. Next time in week 2, we're playing Arkansas, and buddy, Arkansas gave me hell. All right, follow Fuck You Guy. If you want to see part 2, we're going to do every game for the season. Just catch me on YouTube, catch me on TikTok. Peace out.